it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Scorpio for September 2019. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot and NotSoMysticalTarot.com if you'd like a personal or a private reading. So let's just get to it, Scorpio. What do you have going on? Death. You guys get this all the time. I love this card. And the Knight of Swords. Okay. Obviously, letting something go. I love how they're facing in opposite directions here. This is a huge rush of energy. Knights bring energy, and the swords are logic. So here we go. Okay. This is saying it is time for you to let go. Whatever it is you are hanging on to so desperately, and this is like a in your mind problem. This is not a physically holding on to, like you need to go clean out your closet. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about cleaning up your logic, your thinking. There is some situation that you know, and the thing is, you know it. You know you're not thinking clearly about it. You're either harboring like resentment or guilt, or some kind of emotion, some kind of thought process that you know does not make any sense at all, and it's time to let that go. You actually know exactly what I'm talking about too. But there is some sort of errant thought process that you have going on that you know does not make any sense, is not beneficial for you. It could be a mistake that you're making over and over again, and you knowingly, like, you know you're doing this. It isn't like it's a big surprise. So let's get some information about what this is that you are letting go, that you're going to let death come and sweep this away, because that's what death does. Death comes, you know, he just comes in on his little horse and just kind of sweeps everything out. All the stuff that is not for us, that doesn't matter, that we are wasting time with. What is it? What is it? Okay, you got the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is about going from a rough sea to a calm sea, kind of rebalancing. And you know what it is? I feel like you have been dragging this process out. You might have gone through something that like wobbled you a little bit, and I feel like you're kind of rotating in that. I'm starting over. I don't know what I'm like. You're rotating in this area of balancing yourself out. Like you're not getting started with whatever it is that you need to do. You're just kind of, like I said, you're just kind of rotating around in the same space, doing the same things, but you're not making progress. So it is time to move forward. And I love this because what you get here is the Page of Pentacles. Pages bring messages, and here's your message, right? You get the Two of Pentacles. You've rebalanced, and now it's time to move on. And that's what I'm saying. Like you're hanging on to something that you've already dealt with it, and it's time to move forward. The next card after this is the Three of Pentacles, where you start to plan. So that's the message from this page, is saying, listen, you've already rebalanced. You already know what you're supposed to do. Now it's time to move to that Three of Pentacles. It's time to plan. Let death come and sweep this I'm rebalancing myself thing out of the way, because now it's time for you to plan. What do I want? What do I want next? You've already done the rebalance part. Okay, so it's kind of time to take that next step. Where is an area of your life that you're not taking the next step? Because that's what we're looking at here. Let's see what we get. The Knight of Pentacles. I love this. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving energy in the deck. So it's exactly what I was saying. You know, like you're at this point where you're like, but I need to rebalance myself. You're girl, boy, whoever you are, you're a rebalanced person. You're rebalanced. It's enough. It's time to take another step. And this has been going on for too long, and you know it. You absolutely know it. I don't want to say it's an excuse, but it is a little bit of an excuse to not step forward. Oh my gosh. There you go. This is happening so much that the same cards keep coming out in both decks, you know, so you can't get away. This is the message here. Like, this is a huge amount of energy being brought to you. This is logical energy, and I think the only way that you're going to be able to move this energy along and take this next step is with your logical brain. You know, you are a water sign, the Cups. This is you are very into connection, and you want things to feel a certain way before you do what you need to do. Well, with this Knight of Swords, it's like you need to use your logic. Like I said, you've got that Two of Pentacles. I'm rebalancing. Yeah, that's great. But now it's time to use your logic and say, like, what am I accomplishing? What am I getting done? How do I accomplish something else? How do I take the next step? How do I plan? That's what's happening here. This Knight is showing up and saying, okay, enough. It's time to move on. You've got to take that next step. I don't know what the step is for you. I'm sure you know what it is. Again, a general reading here, but it does look here like you're building a foundation. You're building a foundation. You're kind of starting over, but in a so much of a better place. So much of a better place. And I know with death coming and sweeping out the old, it is hard to let go of things. Sometimes, what do they say? You know, the devil you know is better than the devil that you don't. But you know what? You got to let go of it, because it's a waste of time. And like I said, when it's done and over, it's done and over. So let it go. You know, you're moving on. You're going to build a new foundation, create new connections, and be happy. Like that. It's worth it. It's just, I know it's hard to get started, but it is worth it. Other card you have coming up here is the Hermit, and this kind of says this is kind of an alone. This is an alone battle for you. Nobody's gonna come and help you. No one's coming to save you. You're gonna do this on your own. And you know what you're gonna find out? You're gonna find out, like, see this little light that he's got right here? You got a lot of what you need right inside of you. You don't need anybody's help. You don't need anybody to come in and do it for you, or anybody to come in and tell you how to do it. You know exactly how to do what you need to do. So it is time. It's time to rebuild. It's time to get started. And like I said, I think you're going to do this one on your own, but I'm really interested to hear what you have going on. I would love to know how you're going to handle it, and I thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.